What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to tie a fly. No, we've tied it before, but it's a color that I've wanted to do for a while. And it's going to be the electric chicken color scheme. When I used to fish conventional when I could, I always turned to soft plastics that were either pink or chartreuse. And they always produced really well, so I'm assuming with a mixture of pink and chartreuse, then these flies around here are going to do really good. And I'm planning on doing a fishing trip here really soon, so I want to have some in my boxes. Like usual with a saltwater fly, where you're using Danville's 210 just for that extra strength of it. And these ones I'm tying on a size 4, so I want some smaller profile ones. I've tied a couple on, I think, size 1 or 2, so I want some that are smaller but also lighter, so I'm doing these ones with bead chain. So with the size 4 hook, I'm using a medium bead chain, and I just hook that with my whip finish tool to where I can get it to where I want to set it. About right there. And that's about the easiest way that I have found to put bead chain on. I've tried using forceps and different tools and can never really get it to stay while I'm trying to get that first wrap of thread around it. So the whip finish tool, you just hook it through the little opening on the side and you can get it set exactly where you want it. With that, just make sure your bead chain are straight, which mine look like they are. And instead of super glue, I'm going to use Sally Hansen's Hard as Nails just to keep the bead chain from moving while I'm finished tying. Cause I'll go back in the end and I'll cover everything with UV resin. But instead of having to use super glue waiting for it to dry, I just use a little bit of Sally Hansen just to keep them thread wraps tight and coming undone. And it dries pretty quick. So I'll do top and bottom. Just like that. If y'all would like to see other flies that I've tied in this electric chicken, I've done an EP style bait fish, and I've also tied some redfish riddling and electric chicken. So if you'd like to see that, let me know down in the comments. And like always, if you really like this stuff, give this video a thumbs up. It's really helping my channel out. Subscribe if you'd like. If you're new to the channel, I'm really trying to grow this channel, hit more viewers. So thumbs up and a comment and possibly a subscription would help out a lot. So I'm gonna lay a good base of thread down. I'm gonna come into the front here. I have a small clump of pink bucktail here. Like I said, I want to do it sparse. The trickiest part for me is really just trying to measure that hair out. I don't want it too long, but I don't want it too short. Got one long one here that I don't like. Get get rid of that. So I think where I have it here is where I can tie it in. Problem with constantly switching hands and not having the pinch is you start losing a lot of your fibers. That looks alright. I guess I could have went a little heavier on it, but I think it'll be alright. All I like to do is just get it all situated and put to where I want it. Come in, clip your butts out. I have that Sally Hansen a little wet still on the bead chain. It'll help seal that down as well. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to invert the fly. I'm going to grab a couple pieces of this flashabou ice. Try to get maybe one of each. One of the silver holographic pieces and then one of the regular. Flash is getting kind of tangled. Grab that one. We'll grab that. Now what I'm going to do is fold this over my thread. Try to grab it to where it's not going to all come undone. And then just start working that back. If you can get some on either side, then I think it looks a little better, but if not, don't sweat it. So I might have went a little, see if I can move this some. Might have went a little too light on the pink bucktail, but we'll try it in the water and see how it looks. I'm just going to cut the flash to the length of the bucktail. Just like that. And we are going to work our thread back up. At this point, you can take some UV resin or Sally Hansen, whatever you like, and coat the body. That way, any toothy fish, you're not going to lose the fly immediately. Makes it more durable. So now I'm going to cut some chartreuse. If I can. Again, I'm just trying to go sparse. Might have went too sparse on the pink. So, next one I do, I'll have to go heavier. Try to get out some of them short fibers. And what we want to do is measure this up against the pink. I'm going to spin my bobbin counterclockwise to cord up the thread and then make that first wrap jump back a little bit to where I can grab everything and hopefully keep it right on top of the hook shank. Just some short fibers. Try to grab this and divide it over the shank of the hook. And before you get too close to the eye, go ahead and trim out your butts. You don't want them. You don't want to get too far forward and then you can't trim them out. Like that, and then make you a little head, and then we will whip finish and be done. Clousers they're pretty easy to tie. They're not time consuming and they're fun to fish. You can go different sizes, different weights. I'm going to be fishing the surf, so I have some with lead eyes and I want some with bead chain. And there you go. The electric chicken clouser minnow. Went a little light on the pink. I think it'll be alright. I don't like how my flash is sticking up either, but once it gets wet, everything should go into place. So for upcoming videos, I have a pattern here that I'm working on. I'm just trying to get the hang of it, which is a sand flea. I can grab it and show y'all. So I have these little sand fleas that I'm working on. Once I get the hang of tying them to where it doesn't take me so long, I'm going to do a video on that. If you'd like to see like an electric chicken EP style bait fish like that, or the redfish riddling, let me know in the comments and I can make a video on those. EP would be a little bit longer video, just trying to tie it in and then trim it. Trimming it's always the longest part. But I got a lot of flies that I'm doing in this color scheme, so if you'd like to see them, let me know in the comments. And like before, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new or you're returning. Really helps out the channel. And here next couple months, I'm going to be planning a trip to go fish the surf, so y'all will be with me on that one. And that'll be something to look forward to, another fishing video. And then hopefully we'll be going to Destin around the same time. So 2 videos, hopefully to be made of that if we can get into some fish. But thank y'all for being here today. I'll see y'all next week. Have a good one.